The second episode of The Last of Us begins in 2003 in Indonesia. A woman is taken away by the authorities and we find out that she's a professor and the authorities want her to observe something and tell them the result. Then, a woman who attacked her co-workers and got killed is shown to her after she is brought into the laboratory. The woman was an infected individual who has been bitten on her left leg. Even though the professor believes that this kind of virus that they say it is cannot live inside a human, after examining the body, she finds tendrils in her mouth and she gets scared to death. The professor is even more shocked when she finds out that the one who bit the woman is still out there. And now she finds out that the reason that she was brought in there is to find a vaccine or a cure for what's going on. No vaccine exists, she says it with chills. She suggests that they begin bombing the city while everyone is still inside. Talk about drastic measures. Then we cut to present time and Ellie wakes up and it is a beautiful shot. Joel and Tess are both looking at her suspiciously and they wonder how she isn't turned to uninfected yet. Ellie says that she was bitten 3 weeks ago and Marlene tested her every single day. Joel's wrist has a hairline fracture but he ignores it, claiming that it will heal soon. Realizing that Ellie is bitten, he wants to take her back and find another way to get the battery for the car, but Tess convinces him to stay, saying that maybe there's a chance for a cure. Tess asks Ellie for more information because she wants to know how important she is, and Ellie tells why she is important, even though she promised Marlene that she wouldn't share this information with anyone. At the end, she said that Marlene wanted to take her to a Firefly base at West. By the looks of it, there are some doctors there who want to test Ellie and find a solution for this spread. Joel is still hesitant, but Tess convinces him and they keep going. As they leave, we learn that this infection led to the bombing of most major cities. By the looks of it, they have two ways to exit the ruined city, the long way or the short way, which is more dangerous. On the way, Ellie and Tess talk to each other and we got some info about how Ellie got herself bitten and how she's an orphan and now she is 14. The tension is rising and even though there aren't a lot of infected or any infected roaming on the streets, we feel something bad could happen at any moment. They arrive at the flood-damaged hotel and we see how impressed Ellie is by being outside. She makes a few jokes and they go upstairs, but their way is blocked. Ellie says that she is small and can go through a small crack in the ruins, but Tess says that she is way too important and goes by herself. This gives Joel and Ellie to talk, and they can get to know each other, but they rarely say a word without being sarcastic. Joel doesn't want to share a lot. After securing them a passage through the structure, Tess opens one of the locked doors and they continue their search, and when they reach at the top, they feel like going back and use the short way because from the top, we see countless of infected. Tess tells Ellie how the infected are interconnected and stepping on a piece in one location can attract others from other locations. So the long way is out of the question and the only option is to proceed directly through the museum. They go in very carefully and Joel examines the entrance. Fortunately for them, the fungus is dry and they are safe to go through, but still they go very slowly and prepared. Suddenly, Ellie finds a dead body which seems to be fresh and Joel and Tess freak out. Joel insists that they should keep going with their mouth shut. They go up the stairs and the moment they get in, the wall behind them falls and locks their way back and suddenly they encounter a larger issue, clickers. These creatures cannot see but they have impeccable hearing as Joel suggests. A clicker is walking right past them and all of a sudden it yells at their direction and Joel starts shooting but he misses the head. Joel and Ellie fight for their lives and there are some truly frightening scenes here. They get separated, Ellie gets bitten again and Joel's gun needs a reload. He hides behind the wall and reloads and approaches Ellie sitting behind some museum crap. Then he shoots the clicker in the head. The other clicker attacks them too and they get rid of that one as well. They go to the roof following the encounter that they just had and Joel comes to Tess's aid because she has twisted her ankle. Tess is a bit moody and tells Joel that he must be a bit more positive and they keep going. Finally, they arrive at the location where they were supposed to meet with the other group, but something is wrong. There is a truck parked outside, and Joel carefully checks it out, but no one's there. Ellie finds traces of blood leading inside the building. They get in and there are several bodies lying on the floor and the whole team is dead. They are frustrated and Joel says that one of them got infected and everyone panicked and started shooting at each other. He also suggests that they must return, but Tess says that they must keep going. Then, sadly, we realize that Tess is bitten. She checks Ellie's hand and tells Joel one of the best lines of the episode: "Save who you can." At the end, Joel is convinced to keep going west with Ellie. Suddenly, one of the infected on the floor makes a sound and Joel shoots it in the head, but the infected appear to be already linked with others and swarms of infected move towards them. Then, Tess pours tons of gasoline on the floor and there are some grenades there too. She says that she will delay them and Joel takes Ellie's hand and they run. Tess struggles to get her lighter to work as the building is filling up with infected. One of the infected notices her and approaches and then it gives her the kiss of death. In the final moment, she succeeds and blows up the whole building. The episode ends with Ellie following Joel and behind them, the building is on fire. This was the recap of The Last of Us Episode 2. For more recaps, follow us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Goodbye.